Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here. Yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews up in here. We got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on.
Yes, I'm high. Yes, really wanna get to this guy. Yes, go out tonight, I just might. Yes, style cleaner than yours, so don't buy. Yes, I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair. I'm so debonair, so debonair.
Welcome everyone, and welcome to another episode of So Busy Fights, hosted by Cindy. Let's see who's gaslight.
What just happened?
He just disappeared.
Well, welcome to another episode of So Busy recaps for the Basketball Wives guys. Welcome to everybody that's coming into the chat. I guess we're just catching up with each other really quick, waiting on Busy to come back into the room. Cindy, how was your week?
My week was great. Happy belated Labor's Day. You know, it seems like these 3-day weekends seriously are just like a regular weekend. Like it's never enough time, but that's the last that we're going to get until we get into the holidays. But I enjoyed it. I had a little birthday backyard boogie yesterday afternoon and enjoyed some good food and friends and booze. So yeah, it's been good. How about you?
Mine was really good. We had Gay Pride here this weekend. So that was pretty cool. A lot's been going on, as you guys know. I've talked to you guys about this, but I'm dating. Officially.
You're what?
Yes. And this weekend was really, really cool.
Y'all was doing couple stuff together.
We actually.
What type of couple stuff y'all did? Y'all had sex? No. What did y'all do?
So I bought. I'm going to bring it in here, but I bought this game. It's like a game just for us to kind of get to know each other.
What's it called?
I can't think of the name of the game.
Actually, also no free promo.
Well, yeah, the game was pretty fun though. I learned a lot about him. He learned a lot about me during the game.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just cool to like just take a night to just for that.
That sounds so fun. What a great idea.
Yeah, I bought the game because I knew he would be here for the weekend, and it was pretty cool. Like we stayed up all night. It just created a lot of conversations, especially about the way that we communicate with each other. We have a lot of traits that are the same that could be
very. I don't know how Virgo and the Leo work. I really don't know. I'm excited to see how this works out because I know Virgos because that's all that are around me. And I know Leos because I have fallen out with very many of them. And it's always the Virgos that stick around in my life. So I'm like, and the Virgos are always like, I told you not to talk to that person. I told you to leave that person alone. I told you not to. So I'm excited to see how this is about to work because that's like two big personalities. One's grounded and the other one isn't.
This has been a work in progress for a few years between me and him. So like,
yeah,
it's been going really slow, but also I kind of enjoy that because I do want to make sure that I'm dating purposefully and not just anybody. So.
Oh, is that what you're learning in therapy or like dating purposely? Or are you in therapy?
I'm always in therapy. I get free therapy for my job.
I don't know if you ever talked about that, but that's good. So then y'all did a card game. Y'all talked to each other. What's the most interesting thing you learned about him that you could share on the internet and not?
I think the greatest thing that I learned was about the communication part, about both of us holding things in and not really talking about like us going through some stuff and not like communicating with other people. And you know, it just threw up like, well, how do we deal with this with each other because we can't both do that, you know?
Right. And I know that as a Leo, I do that all the time. Because I'm strong, you know, but I'm not strong all the time, you know, and it took me a long time to learn that and to actually say that to other people, you know, and I had to do that actually after my mom passed. So, you know, that's really important to not hold everything in. You have to say sometimes, I'm not okay. You hurt my feelings, or I'm upset about XYZ without actually hitting the ceiling. Like I would just go from 0 to, like, I would just hit the ceiling. I would be quiet until I wasn't. So
So I think that was like the biggest thing for me, because I'm like, okay, now I got to do some work. And because I mean, even, you know, like it's a lot sometimes to communicate with me, but I just feel
sometimes most. But if the person is in love with you, they will deal and move through. Absolutely. And that's why I'm still here, I guess. But that's amazing that you attend any of the, because I saw there was a lot going on. Did you attend any of the shows? Or
so I missed Tamar. Like,
no, I don't think so. The internet said you did.
Well, I did, but I saw Saucy Santana. And I did the park thing on Sunday because Black Gay Pride here is just a money grab to me. It's a bunch of overpriced parties from places that we go to regularly. Every day. That's like $3 and $5. It's now $30 and $20. Like, it's just not. I'm sorry. Shout out to Grown Woman Don't Try Me for being a member for 36 months over here on my channel. Love you.
36 months, girl. What's your money been going to all these? Girl, if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't even have a beat going. Okay, shout out to Candy Burns and Dee. What you been doing for 36 months, girl? This is a dedicated member. You know what? And just because you have been a member for 36 months, so that will sleep with any person in your family that you want him to.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much for your membership. Girl.
But also, I did go to my dentist appointment, so I have everything set up to get all my stuff done for my teeth. And
I did not even notice that you don't have a tooth yet. So when y'all be French kissing, does it feel strange?
You're so silly.
Because I would see if I could put my tooth with. I would see if I could put my tongue within it.
You did that actually.
See, exactly. Great minds, and I'm not ashamed to share it.
And then just also like a quick update, I was telling you guys, I have talked about it on my channel, but my student that I work with is
don't do that on my channel. You know I don't like talking about people's kids.
We're not talking about people's. I'm giving a positive update.
Well, do that on a separate video. You know how I feel about the children.
No, how was your week? Yeah.
Thank you. Jeez. I don't know that lady or the kids. My weekend was good. We really didn't do anything. It was more of a staycation. We stayed in. I created a garden for my friend. Let me tell you about this, because I haven't been able to get this out, and I'm gonna say it on the internet because she don't watch my channel. I had some marigolds that I was growing, right? You know what marigolds are, right? Beautiful flowers, though. Anyway, I had some marigolds that I was growing. I didn't know what to do with them because my garden is already full and plump and plush, right? So she came by and one morning, because she was, you know, had for her daughter just go out. They got donuts and coffee and stuff. And I was watering the garden. She was like, I love this for y'all. This looks so cute. And I was like, oh, girl, I got some marigolds if you want them. And she was like, oh, that would be great. And I said, okay, I'll come over. I'll put them in the dirt. Then I went to her house, and it was just all like there's a space for like a garden, a little bit. But it was all weeds and mold, all weeds and grass and stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna till it. I'm gonna make everything, you know, I'm gonna kill everything. Then we're gonna till it. I'm gonna kill that stuff. Then I'm gonna do new soil. I'm gonna do a mulch, and I'm gonna put in the marigolds. And I was like, well, what color do you want the front to be like? Because I know the marigolds I put in are gonna be yellow. She don't know that, but it doesn't matter. And she was like, I want pink. So then I went to Lowe's, support black businesses, now that it's a black business. But I went to Lowe's, I got some flowers, I got the mulch and everything. Child, I did all that work, okay? I pulled up all the weeds, I tilled her soil, I turned it over, and this was over a course of a week. And then I put new dirt in, new mulch. I mean, mulch, and then I put flowers. She wasn't even there at the time that I did it, and then she texted me, "Oh, I saw you mulched." You saw mulched, girl. I gave you a garden. Like I literally gave you a garden, and I'm very upset about it, and I don't know how to tell her. I did way more than mulch.
You just have to tell her. Just tell her. You know,
I haven't responded to her text.
Just mulch.
Yeah.
I have not responded to her text. But
I got a question for you.
What's up?
So, what do you do about pests in your to avoid them?
What kind?
I don't know what kind because I don't know. You know, I've been doing my thing. I might need your help when you come here.
So I still have to come because I didn't buy a ticket because I was like, this seems fickle. He got a man. I thought he was going to do something for your birthday, surprise you, and I was like, I
already told you after my birthday.
I know. So then when
we're doing this, nothing to do with my party that I'm having.
How I know he don't got nothing surprise for you?
It's not gonna be on that day.
You seem very focused on the fact that he has that man. Busy.
Well, I want to make sure that I'm not intruding.
I've been wanting to have a man
for a long time. I've been pushing him on people and it don't work. So now he got one. I want to make sure I stand back and stand by.
But you just said, Deb, that you knew you're planning it for yourself. So I'm sure your man knows, right?
What did you say?
You said that you've been planning this party for yourself. So I'm sure your man knows, right? Okay.
Well, what me and him are doing has nothing to do with my party.
Right.
Also, I don't want to come to this. We'll talk about it in the review. I don't want to come to this party. If it's going to be like last time, because I'm not going to be a slave this year.
You won't have to do anything. I already told you.
That's what you said last year. That's what you said last year.
That was last year, boy, in the 8th grade.
And I had to clean it up, and I had to clean up. Cook,
you chose to do that. But we're gonna move on from that.
Oh, now that you come down
from that.
Well, take a video. Show me what you think you need help with. I'll see if I'm still coming. You know what? It's gonna be right after. It's not next week. The week after is when you're doing something, right? Because next week is TBC.
On the 21st.
Okay, so then I could do it after the Congressional Black Caucus. But yeah, I could figure it depends on what pest you're trying to get rid of, and y'all live in the South, so I don't know what y'all got going on down there that's eating y'all crops versus what's going on up here in the North. It's two totally different things.
I don't know. It's like my stuff, like it starts to grow, and then like one day, like something that ate everything up, and I don't know what it is.
What ate it?
Huh?
What ate it?
I don't. So I was growing corn. This is not basketball wife.
You was growing corn.
I really was like it was like to the point like it was like there, and then it was soggy, and then I realized I opened it up. It was like a worm looking thing.
And you do like I do like a natural pest control, so I use like neem oil. And
I haven't used anything because I've been watching YouTube stuff. And everybody says all this different stuff. So I don't
because it depends on the pest.
Huh?
It really does depend on the pest.
I have to figure out what it is, then I guess.
Yeah, my nuisances are deer. And so I can't
deer don't mess with my I have like a family of deer in my back. They don't bother my stuff.
Not even a watermelon?
No.
Fucking bitches.
It was from the bugs killed the watermelon.
Oh. Have you harvested anything?
So I did harvest peas, but then I accidentally tried to trim off some of the stuff.
Okay.
Got the whole thing off. So then I had to start it over.
Okay, so you didn't know which things to trim.
I literally cut the whole vine. It was gone. So now it's regrowing. And it's at a good space right now. But I did. Because I was using them for my ramen because it was so good in the ramen. Like I enjoyed a few of them, but then
when I was there, you didn't even know what ramen was and where to get ramen from.
That's not true.
That is true because I ordered ramen because every time I used to stay there, as we had to go to work, and I ordered ramen at your new place, and I was like, "Ooh, this ramen spot's so good."
I love ramen.
Hey, I like. Ooh.
You do not.
What?
All right, we're getting way off topic.
All right,
I was reading what they said. I'm sorry.
Let's get into gaslighting, Deb. So Deb,
and hey, everybody in the chat.
yes, she is hosting today. Also, I want to say to you, Cindy, we thank you for your service last week. And if nobody sees and values and appreciates you, I do.
Stop trying to win Cindy over. Cindy is mine.
I already got her. We're on the same team. All right, so let's start. And this is, I have a list. So the people that I will not be talking about negatively is Evelyn, and I will not be talking negatively about Brandy. So these are the individuals that I have to, when it comes to their scenes, I will make sure that Cindy or SoDeb take over so that I don't make anyone upset.
Oh boy, okay.
So let's
start. That's not how this works. That's not how this works.
It just started today. It was new rules put in place.
Really?
So we go to the dinner. Jennifer shows up with Laura Govan. Glorilla. She's like, I don't even know who they. To be honest, I don't even know who you showing up at this dinner. That must have been very embarrassing, or at least uncomfortable. When everybody's like, "Oh my God, what is going on?" And you're like, "Who is he? Well, who is that? Miss Netta, Charles. Oh my God!" You're like, "Who are they?" And Laura said, "Look, she already knew she was gonna go on this trip, and she said it didn't matter who Jennifer told her was gonna."
Oh wait, we didn't do the rating thing yet.
Oh yeah. Scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Scale of 1 to 10. How did y'all feel about today?
I'm surprised you leave me on the side.
That is true. But well, look, now you're conducting. I'm so proud of you.
I'm not. You can switch me back.
Nope.
Well, you
I like you being there. Let's do that for the time. Until I feel like you need to down that, I will keep you there. So put it in the chat. 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. What do you think about this episode? Let's start with me. I guess we never start with me. I want to say that yesterday's episode was an 8. I thought it was good. I thought it was really, really, really good. I thought it continued on with the story. I felt like everybody's plots and their conversations were very integral to the show. It mattered. It was so much fun on some of the aspects. So I'm going to give it an 8. What about you, Cindy?
Same. I was literally going to say the same thing. I enjoyed it. You know, I felt like we did have some grown women talks out there. A lot of points that I've been making in previous reviews started to roll out too. So I'm like, I am on the same page with these women. So glad to see some of it. I could skip a couple of things, but for the most part, it was a really good episode. So I give it an 8. So Deb?
I'm gonna stick around.
Oh my God! Just say the number.
But I have a question though. What gives the episode a 10?
You decide that. It's your.
No, I'm saying like in your for y'all, like what would happen on the show?
I would have to feel and watch and see a 10.
Okay. For me,
to me, I think content wise, this was a 10 episode. There was so much going on.
Okay, no, we're not doing that. Okay.
But let me say why though. Because one, whatever the hell is happening with Evelyn, it's almost like she's switching into like a baby Jackie to me. And I'm kind of enjoying it a little bit because it's
Can you expound on that?
So normally when we watch, if you are a fan of the show, you know there was 2 franchises. There was Miami, and then there was. Oh my God! We give an educational lesson. Go. No, but LA was always Jackie would start off. Everybody hated her. Yeah. And then all of a sudden she'll on the party tour. Jackie hasn't changed her style of the show at all. But now Evelyn is starting to do it, and I kind of like it.
I think that you're missing some seasons there, so Deb, because Ev was already doing that when she came back.
Not like Jackie though.
Hold on, and was more peaceful. I feel like she just wanted to have fun. She said it in the episode, so she didn't want that. She didn't care, and she's always been like that. She says what she says, and she doesn't care. So I mean,
But I feel like she's doing it in like a wacky Jackie way because like she's causing confusion in the way for her to have fun.
Really, I don't see that at all. But whatever.
She's because okay, so let's go back to like some of the past things. Like she's like causing confusion with this whole her and Jackie are friends again thing. No matter what everyone else believes, like before it was like her and Jennifer. If they didn't like you, they didn't like you the entire season, and they have fun with it. Okay. Now Evelyn is kind of being like, "Well, Jackie apologized to me, so whatever y'all think, we're friends now. I like it." And like this, her and Jackie's friendship to me is a little fun to me.
Okay.
So I think that's maybe what it is for me. Is like, okay, the heads of the franchises are both being wacky at the same time, and it's good to see how they're like leveling out with how they're being wacky about it.
I just feel like they're not, and I think we're skipping ahead. I'm sorry, Busy. I just feel like Bev is not her friend. I feel like he's like, let's get this show on the road, and I want.
Cindy, what happened to your microphone?
It went like real low.
Oh, I don't know. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, I'm not sure. I did not touch anything. I swear.
Right.
I feel like what is happening is that Ev is like, I want to go to Mexico and I want to have fun and let's move on. I think she just was over it. She was over the arguing. I don't feel like she's trying to cause confusion. She did say that she did give me accountability, so I'm over it. I want to move on. But I felt like she was over it before. I don't think that she wanted to start out being mad at Jackie. It's just that the stuff leaked, and she even laughed at the table when she was just like, and Jackie said she wanted to slap you, and she just started laughing. I don't think she takes Jackie seriously like that.
I agree.
Okay.
Well, we got a 10 from Dab, so I know he gets listening to Evelyn and being a stand-up Brooke
Brandy
Book and Brandy mileage.
Go Brandy.
So let's move into the episode. So we already talked about that. Laura Govan says she would have come on the trip no matter what. That means she broke. Laura said, before we start this, I just want to say to you, Jackie, I apologize. Now, I'm not a basketball wise aficionado. So I guess I want to hear from you too. When she talked to Jackie's daughter, they said she got 4 sons. How old were her children that now she's now in a space where she's like, I wish somebody would talk to my child without me. But did she have kids then? Because how do you not feel that way then? How did you not understand that then? What did she have kids? Well, I don't understand what this change is. If she has 4 sons.
Her kids were young, and so now 10 years later, they would be close to what Jackie's daughter's age was, which was probably like 20.
Okay.
Or whatever. So Jackie's daughter at that time was young as well, and she needed to apologize for that because I didn't like that. I don't feel like any of the kids should be involved, and none of the women should be involving other people's children.
I agree with what Cindy's saying.
How do y'all? Well, I guess Sandy hate to do it.
Okay.
Why did Evelyn apologize
to Laura?
To Jackie as well? Because didn't she do something with her daughter?
She did. Well, she didn't apologize for talking about the daughter, but she just said, you mean during their little come to.
Yeah, I mean, if Laura's here being a grown woman being like, you know what, girl, I really shouldn't have done that.
Laura is weird though. Go ahead, Cindy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Had a whole lunch. Laura went and had a whole lunch and set it up and reached out to Jackie's daughter, whereas Ev didn't do that. She gave her little money to the one daughter that Jackie does not acknowledge.
She never talked to her.
She doesn't acknowledge her like she does the kids that she's had with Doug, in my opinion. And
the girl said because she was like she's darker.
Yeah, she's darker. But I feel like it's not her skin color. I feel like it's because she's so super focused on Doug that those kids to her seem to come before her first child, basically, without Doug. So, which I feel is horrible, and I hate when parents do that to their children, because Jackie's daughter, the one that Laura met with, she loves her sister. Like, she would talk about her sister more to me than Jackie did. But whatever, there's neither here nor there. So she apologized. Laura was right, at least coming in, because that's how she kind of left off with Jackie, making that big apology. And I appreciated her for it. She just said what she said.
And they have a better relationship now because remember, she came back on the show after that.
Yeah.
She was dating a basketball player, and her and Drea was like dating the same guy or something like that.
Well,
let's not go backwards. Okay, right. So then Evelyn said, "I'm not apologizing to you for giving money to your daughter."
Right.
Let's actually move forward. And Brandy said, "Let's not." And so Debs, I know you really feel her emotions. You want to talk about what Brandy said to Evelyn?
What about where we talking about? Because I know where we're at.
We just started the episode. We're talking about when Evelyn was like, "Let's move on, let's move forward. I think it's going to be a good trip. Let's move forward." And Brandy said, hold on."
Right.
All right. So yeah, Brandy she said she feels like Evelyn is taking jabs at her. This is what I'm about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Evelyn feels like Brandy. It was very petty. I think Evelyn is being petty. This is what I'm talking about, Wacky Jackie and Evelyn at the same time.
Okay.
So they're going back and forth. She's like, I feel like you're taking jabs. And Evelyn said, Brandy said she's taking jabs. Brandy, do you think Brandy was taking jabs?
No.
Evelyn.
Evelyn would definitely. Evelyn's been taking jabs like out of this world. It's irritating to me. I'm not gonna lie.
We know.
Wow.
And I'm gonna shut up.
Wow.
It is extremely irritating to me.
It's
because it's like, okay, now, because I think us were like, y'all keep saying, well, Brandy keeps bringing it up. I'm like, it's not just Brandy. And now here we have Evelyn, and she won't stop doing it.
Because even she doesn't care about that girl like that.
I know she doesn't. And to be honest, I don't think she really cares about Brooke like that. I think this is just a thing for the show, but we'll move on. So Evelyn feels like Brandy was taking jabs at her, and Brandy says she was just stating facts. And so then she was stating facts. But then Evelyn brought up, was she stating facts? No, she was giving her opinion on Brandy's relationship.
But which is facts to her.
Those are not facts, or like those are real things.
Brandy has told her.
A fact is not how you feel about my situation. That's how you feel. That's an opinion.
On what Brandy told her, that's facts to her.
What was the fact that she stated about Brandy?
About him being, a cheater.
No, she was saying that she wasn't happy in her marriage.
I feel like she's not, but I said that.
But that's an opinion. That's not a fact.
Okay.
Oh, now you know facts. Oh,
So, Evelyn taunts Brandy, saying that she was being cute. So she was being, and so Evelyn thought she want to be cute too. Brandy says the stuff that she's doing with this Jackie situation is weird. What she said was fake, and it is. But I totally do not believe that this stuff that Evelyn is doing with Jackie is real. It's fake.
Right. Okay. So
because if Brooke is your friend,
how are they supposed to get the show back on track then?
Huh?
How are they supposed to film together? How are they supposed to get?
It's not even that though, Cindy. It's like the fact that because she apologized to me, now all of us have to be subjected to Jackie because she apologized to Evelyn. It's fake.
I don't.
Or we feel something other way.
I feel like they were told to get the show back on track. So I'm asking you, how are they supposed to do that?
And see, that's why I said what I said at the beginning of the show. I feel like this is a normal thing for Jackie every season, every franchise. Every time. Jackie starts off with the enemy, and then she comes back and she's apologizing to everybody. I think Jackie just does whatever she wants, and then apologizes and everybody forgives her. But now we have Evelyn involved in this situation, and it becomes weird to me.
Well, how are they supposed to do it when they didn't want to listen to the first 3 girls that tried to do it?
Who's the first 3 girls? Wait, I'm missing something.
So it was Jacelle tried to get them back on track.
And Evelyn talked shit about Jacelle.
Right. And then it was, so what I'm asking you is, I always feel like I'm repeating myself. How are they supposed to get it back on track if they don't listen to anybody else except for the OGs with Jackie and Eb being the OGs.
I think if the OGs listen to them, it'll be different.
Okay, well, nobody's going to listen to Jen. They're not going to listen to Jacille, and they didn't listen to Brandy. So who else was going to get the show back on track?
So but again, that's why I say I enjoy this crazy Evelyn, because it brings the same thing with Jackie. They only listen to this crazy stuff, and now we're here with this. But Jacille, Jennifer, and Brandy have been saying the same stuff. I think even Brooke may have been saying the same stuff.
Brooke definitely wasn't. She's
not with Jackie.
Okay.
Yeah, not with Jackie. But I'm just saying, to me, I feel like they have been saying it, but now all of a sudden, because Evelyn likes them and this is y'all's leader, y'all want to listen to it, and now they are, but then she's also attacking y'all at the same time.
What do you think, Busy?
I have no thoughts, no brain.
No, how do you feel?
I will say, no, I am not. You won't make me. You won't gaslight me.
Isn't that the point of the
I will say that I just think that Evelyn's like, I really don't. I loved her banter with Brandy because I really feel like Evelyn's just like, I don't really
I don't care.
Like, I do not give a. Like, okay, I do not care. Don't look for me for fucks because I don't have them. And you won't get them from me, okay? Well, you're bringing up, girl, you was doing pretty. What was that? Because I've also got. You were being cute, though, girl. I was being cute right back. We just both being cute, girl. You were saying slick stuff. I'm saying slick stuff. When you're mad at it, girl, I don't care. Right. Talk to your husband, girl. Leave me alone. I don't care.
Now, my guilty part of this part was when she said, talk to your husband.
Right. It was funny.
I did laugh.
Leave me alone. Talk to your husband. We got other stuff. I'm trying to move the story along. You'll talk to somebody else about your pain, okay? I'm not dealing with this. I have no time for this.
Sorry, Brandy, but I did laugh.
So then Evelyn then brings up the fact that, hey, girl, even if it's not about me, these other hoes feel like you in their business, girl. Right. So you want to sit here and talk about me? But you and other people, because when I looked at Brooke, she said that you were in her business. And Brooke said, I mean, I will say I was telling you stuff, Brandy, and I wasn't asking for your opinion. And here you are buttoning your opinion, and everybody acting like they're happy for me, but then turn around, and y'all know I don't like Brooke, so I still didn't agree with her. But turn around, and it sounds like that's not what it is. And then coming to you, Jennifer, I heard you had stuff to say too. Why does Jennifer always sound like she got a cold or something? She talk like this. I don't know something about it.
You remember that thing, that little video with them kids? She was like, and every time I come around, it's like this. But when I'm not around, you be like this. Yeah, it was like a little thing. It reminded me of that.
That's how she was. She was like, I got so much to say. And Jennifer was like, look, and I will say Jennifer stood on business. Girl, and she been saying the same thing.
Jennifer made so much more sense out of it than what Evelyn was doing, though.
She is, but I think that's because, and I think that's what Cindy was saying. And Cindy, you can cut me off at any time. These other girls are really in their feelings, really in their bags, and really talking about the situation. And Evelyn's like, girl, we got to move the story along. I don't care.
Right.
And so Jennifer was like, look, let's be clear. My man is my man and not your man in your relationship. I don't like the way that they were trying to make it seem like when I brought my man around, girl, we had been together for at least half a year. You
shout out to our fellow Virgo.
We're doing something different. So our relationship is different. I didn't like what was going on.
But basically, I said this a few weeks ago. Jen's opinion is don't talk about my relationship and how fast it is. And that's really the only negative thing that she was saying, as it can be taken, in my opinion, to Brooke. I
don't even feel like she doesn't want people to talk about her relationship. I think she doesn't want to correlate it with Brooke's random bullshit. Yes. Girl, y'all said a wedding day in 3 days. Me and my man did not do that.
But I feel like, with Brooke, how Brooke ended that situation, like, can I be happy? She said it in a different way, but she was like, can I just enjoy myself for a minute? And they were like, well, Yes, you can. And when she said, and I agree with her because this is how I am too. If I'm telling you something, I'm not necessarily telling you so that I can get feedback or your opinion. And for in my opinion, that's why I felt like Brandy was wrong talking negatively about that situation. Now she
Yeah.
could have her opinion, but don't go back and forth with other people about how you feel about somebody's relationship, ma'am. Like you really are not the one to do so. But
I,
like you said, let me just enjoy myself.
but I think for me, it's like, why is Brandy getting only heat from that when it wasn't just her talking about it?
It was her talking about it in that way because, like she
No,
said, I feel like
it
every
was all of them
single
were talking about it. Jaseel,
no, not
Brandy,
the way that she
and
was. Not the
Jennifer.
way that she was. Not the way that she was. I'm sorry, Deb. I know you're gonna die on the
I was like, wow, on this hill.
but she really was wrong, and she admitted to it, and that's why she apologized. And so we haven't
Okay.
gotten to that scene yet, but I respect her acknowledging it. And so maybe when she looks back on this season, she'll see what we all see, but maybe she can't see it because she's in the moment of it. But she was wrong.
Moving on, Glorilla said, well, I just feel like we didn't talk about the woman empowerment movement. And because I didn't like what was going on. And Cheyenne said, look, first of all, you weren't even out there at the event when the gay bashing started. I did not go back and watch because I don't care.
Well, they showed
was she there when the gay bashing
started? They showed a clip of her not being there.
Exactly. And
so literally she was not there.
No,
she literally was not outside at the door. Like she said, she claimed she saw I don't know what I can say on YouTube. She claimed that she saw the bashing of whatever she thought she said because she was at the door. First of all, she's a liar.
She wasn't at the door.
She was not at the door. And even if her best friend came back to her and said that she felt like that, she's not in the community. So, ma'am, you should have addressed that separately.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this: we're talking about this. Do you feel like her telling her that she's still a woman that was gay bashing?
I have to ask you guys. You guys.
What Brooke said to her was she might look like a man, but she's still a woman. Is that gay bashing?
So I'm not a lesbian,
right?
I'm not.
Let's say it was a guy in the gay community.
And like from outside looking out, I'm prefacing it that like that because outside looking in, I'm like, oh, she really didn't say anything mean. But if I was a lesbian stud or maybe even trying to transition, and someone's like, you're a man, but you're actually still a B. I don't know how I would take that if I am a woman who is trying to present. Can I finish what I'm saying? And then I will let you give your opinion. Can I finish what I'm saying?
No, because you're preferring the wrong way.
How am I preferring? The gay bashing was against a stud, right?
What she said was you look like a man, but you're still a woman.
That's what I'm talking about.
You just said you a man, but you might look like a man, but you're a woman. The way she prefaced to me didn't make any sense. I mean, didn't make me feel that way. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I want you to say it the right way around.
If I was a stud and if I was a woman trying to be male presenting and probably trying to go into transitioning or whatever, I don't know the person's story, I would feel offended if then a person was like, yeah, you may look like a man, but you still a B. You still a woman, which is something that I'm trying to remove myself from because I identify as a male. I don't know the person. I don't know lesbians. I don't know if she's trans. I don't know anything. So if that person felt like now she's gay bashing me because I'm a woman who is actually trans trying to move into a male body, or a woman who's masculine presenting and my pronouns are he, him, I can't tell them that they're wrong.
But how would Brooke know that?
Brooke would know it because I'm telling her that you were bashing her.
But
if you took time to shut up and listen to as of what I'm trying to tell you about that person's journey, you wouldn't feel so defensive and say, well, I wasn't doing that. Well, you probably were if you would listen to me.
Can I throw in another question for you guys to address? So if that woman did not, or whatever, however she identifies, if she them follow, it wasn't following the girls outside, that comment would have never come. So she wasn't.
100%.
It wasn't her event.
Wait, what did you say?
I'm saying, if that person did not follow the women out, that comment would not have been made. And so since that wasn't their event, why were they acting like the bodyguard? So so I would pose that question to Cheyenne as well. Like, why were they following us out, yelling stuff?
I feel like Cheyenne doesn't know the story because she wasn't there.
Because she wasn't there.
And so for Cheyenne to come on and then try to convince Giselle that this is what happened, and even when they have made the agree to disagree, I'm like, to be honest, we got to be responsible, because this is also like the colorism conversation. Like, this is a serious topic, and people may feel this, because even when Brooke said this, Giselle said, no, don't say that. And Brooke changed it up. She did change what she said. And she said, I mean, but she like something like, if you look like a man, but you're still a woman. To me, that's not gay bashing. You look like a man, because I mean, she's presenting as a man. We don't know if she's a transgender. We don't know any of this stuff, because
and if she was, is that then bashing?
But
also,
does she? But she doesn't know that though.
Yeah, but now I'm telling you.
But now you're telling me, like, after we're on national television and telling me this. One, first of all, if you are transitioning, you're not at a women's
empowerment.
Maybe you was, you look like security.
But my thing is, you're not not.
And there were men at that women's empowerment event. Yeah, you could be a man at a women's.
And you could be a man. I was still. I don't care if you're a man and you're a women's thing, but it's the thing. The point is that she did not know that. So to me, it's not gay bashing. I'm sorry.
The honoree was a man, which was weird to me as a woman.
Yes, very
but
true.
In the audience busy were women.
Okay. Look, I don't know the person, and I'm not going to be more upset than the person who said that they felt gay bashed. If what I'm hearing from SoDab was correct, Cheyenne wasn't there when the names were being called, and neither was Glorilla. Yet those are the two people arguing.
Right.
And nobody was there.
Right.
Well,
it seems like a moot point to me.
I think I feel like Giselle spoke up because Cheyenne used the excuse of gay bashing,
but she wasn't there.
It doesn't matter. She's.
And this feels like I've been in a community for a long time.
I laughed at that. Busy when she said that, I'm like,
what? That she was a part of the community a long time?
Yeah, first of all, you're a lipstick lesbian. Nobody's disrespecting you. Right. Nobody's talking down to you. You're a lipstick lesbian, girl. Nobody's talking down to you. Nobody's shady. To be honest, you're the better.
But maybe with her wife, though.
You're the best kind of lesbian.
But maybe with her wife, though.
Oh my God! I've been in a community. I've been in a community for a long time. So I get into, girl. I had to turn off the TV. I had to turn off the TV. I'm not.
Like, how long have you been over here?
For real. And is this your son? Okay. So they're going back and forth.
She doesn't fit.
I'm sorry. Who ate up? Because I feel like Cheyenne ate Brooke up. But I want to know how y'all feel about Brooke in that argument, because then they started going back after Glorilla started to mind her business, because like, well, that was a gay bachelor. Hold on, okay, let's get past that, girl. You weren't there, neither was she.
Before that part, though, you remember that Brooke was trying to? They were cutting off so much stuff in this episode. Like, it was
exhausting. This was the hardest part to watch and to review.
Because you remember when Giselle first started, Brooke was like, I could defend myself.
Mm-hmm.
It went so low when she said it, like you almost could miss it. And then it was like this Giselle and Cheyenne.
Because Glorilla needed a moment. And you were not there.
I don't think that she needed a moment.
No, Giselle was there. Cheyenne wasn't there.
Giselle was at the event.
Yeah, Giselle was there.
Glorilla was at the event, but then they said that you weren't there when the gay bashing started.
They were saying Cheyenne wasn't there, not Giselle.
Cheyenne wasn't there.
I thought Cheyenne said that Glorilla wasn't there when the gay bashing started.
No, Giselle said that that Cheyenne wasn't there because she wasn't.
Right.
They showed a clip.
I heard specifically where you weren't there when the gay bashing started. Who said that?
That's Cheyenne said that.
Cheyenne said that, but then they showed a clip from that actual episode where Cheyenne
was there.
Cheyenne was not there.
So Jacille was like, I was there, and that wasn't gay bashing to me, and I'm gay.
Barely. So moving from there, we got Cheyenne now talking to Brooke, and they're going back and forth about who is better, who isn't better. And Brooke said, "You're in your 40s. You have no kids. You've never been married. You can't even spell kids or marriage. You have nothing going on for yourself." And Cheyenne said, "Girl, this is what you got. This is what you got going on, girl. You named all the things you think are wrong with me, and this is your only thing. Let's be clear, because we're talking about not hate or love her. We still talking about Cheyenne because of what she did with what's that man's name? Cam Newton. And now then they brought up stuff with Nick Cannon. Right. Girl, this is your only resume.
I didn't know any of this.
But no, it's not her only resume.
What else does Brooke got going on that you are into?
She has a skincare line.
What's the called?
Businesses. Go look. She has.
I don't go look. Cindy. What's name the skincare line?
Other things. I'm just saying she has other things. And if Cheyenne is so worried about that being, in her opinion, her only thing that she's got going on, why are you trying to be on the show, man?
I think she ate her up, girl, because I can have another stream of revenue. Girl, I got a whole lot of stuff going on in this. You only have this. Please name for me Brooke's skincare line.
I forget what
I don't know what it is.
Girl, I forget what it is too. And it's a lovely name for it.
She did promote it on Twitter for
and nobody, y'all don't know it. It's okay to say she don't got nothing going on.
It doesn't mean that she doesn't have anything else going on. What my point is that woman in her horrible Shein outfit doesn't fit. I don't like her. She doesn't.
Y'all put it in the chat. We got almost 70 people here. What's your favorite Brooke product? Or your favorite Brooke thing outside of Basketball Wives that you've seen in the last 3 months?
I don't know the skincare line.
While we're doing that, can we move on?
Can we rewind just a little bit real quick, because I want to talk about that something that Laura was saying.
Onto the bridal party. I want to get to the fun. I'm done with the table, but go ahead.
But can we do one thing real quick?
Go ahead.
Laura keeps on coming on saying, they're like, "What's your job?" "I'm a mom."
She's a mom.
And I'm like, okay, but Laura, like, what do you?
She's a mother.
The same. They are moms,
right?
But like, what else do you do?
She got 4 kids.
That's it.
She got 4 sons. Not even kids. She got 4 sons.
Kids. Her job is not just being a mom.
Apparently, it is, and that's okay. I'm okay because I thought I was going to be a stay-at-home mother.
I mean, it's okay to be.
I literally was destined to. I do not like to work. I think it's very ghetto. I don't want to do it at all. The only thing I want to do is take care of a family, cook.
Oh, okay, so I found it. It's called Skin by Brooke Bailey.
We don't care. We said we're moving on. Cindy said it first.
Okay.
But I think into 4 boys, that's probably a lot of work.
I'm sure it is, but
there's a lot of moms who have 4 boys that have another job besides being a mom.
And she's not coming on the show acting like she's doing more than what she is. She's like, I'm a mom.
Right. But also her ex is horrible. And she's done like A, B, and C, D reality shows. So whatever, and a mother. So good for her.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot.
So what does she do for her money though?
She's a mom. The father takes care of the finances.
They had a big fight about that. He wasn't giving her any.
Whoa.
Really?
They just talked about it.
He had a.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So Deb, I just was going to say he had given her. It was in the news back in the day, but he had given her like a $1 million engagement ring, and then she was like, I don't want to be carrying that around, so he had a fake one made for her, and he kept both. he's an asshole. But whatever, he's moved on. He's engaged again.
We'll get to that.
And good luck to that person. So now we get to Jackie and Evelyn.
This was so fake.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I decided also not to talk about Evelyn. So, Cindy, you want to talk about what happened in this scene?
They just came, Ev came to Jackie's room and they were like, what happened there? And so she was like, why were you so quiet? And Jackie was like, I'm trying to make up with these ladies. So I didn't want to. That's why she didn't go with Jacille and Cheyenne, who doesn't fit, and I don't like her. I'm just going to put it out there. So she just went back. They kind of had a debrief about the dinner, and then I was done with the scene. I think everybody else was too.
Can I have a question? And again, excuse my ignorance. I'm not a basketball wise aficionado. Okay. What is this? Because Evelyn brought up, like, I'm not going to treat Laura differently just because I'm best friends with Shawnee. What is all of this stuff with Shawnee and Laura?
Well, they showed the clips of, Laura saying, like news clips of Laura saying that, it's being run by a hoe, basically. But I didn't really know much about Laura having a falling out with Shawnee. Did you, Dev?
So Laura, the term basketball hoes came from Laura.
Okay.
It really did. Because Laura was not happy with the fact that there were not basketball wives on the show, like fully. There were some hoes on the show. Shout out to Drea. That was Laura's thing. I also, which one of them was the one who slept with Shaq? It was her, the sister.
Allegedly Gloria.
Yeah. So that's Laura's thing. That's what it is.
Okay, interesting. Okay. Well, the scene went through. Evelyn said, "Look, I'm happy that you were positive to be around during this dinner." And Jackie said, "Look, I'm trying to move forward." So then we get to Glorilla, Brandy, and Brooke. They're doing yoga on the beach. Brooke said that she felt like she was taken out of character and didn't like that. In the conversation that she was having with Cheyenne, Glorilla said that it wasn't gay bashing and that she felt like Cheyenne was just making it up and not necessarily that the butch lesbian was actually feeling that way.
I agree.
I agree.
She said, Brooke said, Brandy, I hope you're not upset with me, but I actually don't give a fuck about your opinion. That's what I heard. And I was like, well, is this an apology or what? And I know we got so much going on, Brandy, and I hope you're not mad at me, but I actually don't give a fuck about what you have to say. And I don't like it. I didn't like you being my business. Please leave my business alone. And Brandy was saying, well, I just felt like things were moving really fast. And it's not that I was trying to be in your business. I was just trying to be an encouraging friend. And I felt like with everything that you've been going through, that this time frame was too fast. And Brooke. Sorry, I also do Big Brother, and there was a girl named Brooklyn on there. But Brooke said that maybe it's because you really don't know me like that. Okay. You've only seen me in these bad times. It must be difficult for you to now see me happy because you've only seen me in these bad times. And Brandon was like, no, girl, I do know you, and I met you in a good space.
But she did. That's not what she said. She said you only know me in this type of space, and maybe this is why. That's what Brandy said that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tell the story.
So Brandy,
I can shut up real quick.
Brooke tells Brandy that she hopes that they are in a better space, and she said to her, she said she wants to know. Wait, where am I at? Brandy said, "Wait, let me look at my notes now because now I'm confused. Basically, okay, I know. I kind of remember it too." So when she said that to her, she was saying that Brooke said that she doesn't know her in this type of space. Brandy said she does because when they first met, she was in a good space. And so then she was just basically telling her, like, when they sat on that couch and she said, was it 12-12-24? That's what concerned her, which I think for any real friend who's watching the person get out of a marriage or an engagement, whatever it is, it's a lot.
It is, but again, nobody's saying that she can't have her opinion. My issue is the
I'm
way
not
that
saying
she
that she
was
can't
talking
even have her
about.
opinion.
My perception of her was her being shady and well, girl, have your
But
opinion,
no,
but why are you in
they
the group?
showed the clip of when she told Brandy that, and Brandy was like,
I know, but I'm talking about when she was not talking to Brooke about it. When she was behind her back, she was having all these faces, all this attitude, and saying stuff like that she shouldn't have said. Like you don't have to agree
she
with it.
did, Cindy, but it also wasn't just Brandy by herself. And to
Okay.
me, I feel like they're putting 20 on 10 when it comes to Brandy because Jennifer was having the same conversations about Brooke.
Not like that. And
What we see on
I'm
television,
gonna say that.
probably not. But the way that Jennifer and Brandy had the conversations, and even Jacille, I feel like it's not just what we see on like from all the hours they filmed. This is what we get to see.
Hmm.
But I think that none of them, from the three, Jennifer, Brooke, and Jacille, none of them felt like that was like okay for Brooke because she has a lot going on. Now, when she said that she's not in that space anymore, that could make more sense. But also say that
Right.
because as friends, like
But
we're
she
worried
didn't give
about
her
you.
an opportunity to really to say that. Like she should have been like, I'm super alarmed. And I feel like also, if we're gonna really be fair, the girls should have come back and said that. Oh, that's not true, because they did come back and tell Brooke, because she said the thing about the fairy tales over and all of that. So they did go back and tell her. But I just feel like, again, I feel like I agree with what I feel like we're going around in circles. I agree with what you're saying. As a good friend, she should have said, her grievances about the timing of it. But I, on the other hand of that, don't like that she was the one being filmed that we saw. And unless they edited some of the other girls' comments out, really
But you
wouldn't.
remember that? But you remember the Carlos King interview that she did with him, and she was like, this is all they showed." And
Okay.
so to me, I feel like a lot of times it just is production. Like this is what they show. Because I even wrote that down. I was just like, Brooks, even I was like, I said earlier, like there's a lot of times on this episode where like the volume gets turned down. And when Brandy said that to her when she was sitting on that couch, the volume gets turned down. Brooke keeps on going on and talking, but Brandy literally said to her at that conversation that it's too fast.
We agree on that. We know that it
Yeah.
was too fast.
No,
The
I'm just pointing out,
little
like,
girl
because I
was saying
said
it was too fast.
during this review, like, I'm going to show, like, there's times that the volume gets turned down, and Brooke keeps talking, and like, you never really see her acknowledge what people are saying. Then she says, "Well, you should have just told me that." And Brady's like, "Well, I did say that,"
She did
but you
say that,
watch that volume get
but
turned down.
she also said things behind her back, and that's the problem.
She
Whatever,
said,
it doesn't
"What?"
matter. She apologized, and Brooke apologized, and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
hugged it out. They hugged it out. We're good.
yeah.
Within that conversation, Brooke does say to Brandy, I hope you never think that I'm using things against you. That's never going to be my mission. I don't want that to happen. And Brandy says, I may look, big and strong, but sometimes those things affect me and they get to me. And then we move into a conversation about, so then is this probably why you're having feelings about Evelyn? And she was like, yeah, I feel like I'm being open and honest with her, and she's using these things against her. In Brooke says, I just feel like Brooke and Brandy agree that they feel like Jackie and Evelyn want to do things that they don't want them to do. So it's kind of this double standard of how things are working, and they are getting frustrated with it. Then we get to the next day or scene. Evelyn setting up a tequila tasting for everyone. But while that's happening, Jennifer and Jackie decide that they're going to go out, get out of the hotel, and go see the city. Jackie says she wanted to clear the air, but she wanted to be removed from the toxicity of the group, which I guess it all is in the car because that's her. Um, she said, last night was crazy, girl. And where the hell, what rock did you find Laura under? And Jennifer was like, look, we've been friends for a while. They just, we've just been pretty cool with each other. So I thought it would be great to invite her. There's no reason not to. So then we just see a montage of them being out looking at the city. I thought the city was pretty. I just recently went to Mexico City. I thought it was gorgeous, absolutely amazing. And was it? This is random. But was it just me, or did y'all feel uncomfortable with Jennifer in her bikini taking a picture in front of that church?
It was very uncomfortable to me.
I wasn't uncomfortable. What I was uncomfortable watching was Jackie and all those layers of black.
Oh my God, how hot can you be?
I was so hot for her. I felt like I was sweating. Just every time they showed her in that get up, I'm like, you're going to the ocean and you're what are you doing? She was dressed like she was going, like she was in Dubai or somewhere.
Child, that is the devil walking. It's a devil walking. So for you to want to be that hot all the time.
But did she know she was going to the beach?
I don't think Jackie cares what she's going. She's gonna put on all black.
Yeah, exactly. But
put on an all black swimsuit or something for a beach, not like you about to go to dinner.
I don't think she likes her body. That's why she turned around.
Right.
She was like, "I see this." It's like, girl, you don't want the public to see what you look like.
Right. And good look, I get it, but there's so many cute outfits and cute cover-ups that she could have worn that were layers lighter than what she was wearing. I'm like, oh my, just looking at her gave me hot flashes.
Now I did think that Jim's outfit was cute though.
It was.
Yeah, but not in front of the Lord. And I'm not even
the Lord made the body though. So
I'm not even a Christian like that, but she had on panties and bras. She was like, come on. Yeah, no, lean up against the church. Yeah. You like this? And I was thinking, I know the Lord looking like these hoes.
She didn't know she was doing that. So, and then
it was like caution tape behind her. I was thinking, is the church under construction? I just didn't get it. But so moving up from there, then they decided to sit down, and Jackie says, "Look, tell me what you want me to apologize for, because I don't get what you want me to apologize for. I know I said some things that I've been effed up, but what specifically do you want me to take accountability for? Because I'm noticing she don't apologize. She just takes accountability, in my opinion." And Jennifer says, "Look, I know you get crazy, you get wild within these conversations, and you have a lot to say, but I think the thing that bothered me the most was when I saw the photo. And as much as I love Wacky Jackie, you a lying ass bitch, because she said the last time I didn't send the photo. The photo was when they were sitting at the Shawnee Rosa. That wasn't me. I didn't send the photo. The photo was sent to, okay, so was it sent to you? Now we get this conversation. She says, okay, we were talking about Kanye's wife. And then she said something about, I wish she had more class like Jennifer. And I was thinking like Jennifer. And then I Googled a picture and I was like, oh my God. That's it. So then I sent the photo. Girl, did you send the photo or did you receive it?
Right.
But she said she sent it. She says,
yeah, but when she first at the Shawnee Rosa, she said the photo was sent to her.
But she also said that she didn't know that Jennifer had news, though.
Well, to me, if my memory serves correctly, she blamed everything on Sunday. So I feel like what Jen said was ultimately true. Like, okay, who, regardless of who did what, just do better at this point. Like, you won't have to keep apologizing if you just do better.
I'm with it. And that conversation ends. Jennifer says, look, I don't want to go in this merry-go-round. So if we are keeping this friendship, do better.
Yep.
Then we get to the tequila tasting. As we get into the van, Brooklyn was like, I'm sorry, y'all. But Brooke was like, I don't want to sit next to this hoe. So apparently she still has feelings about Evelyn.
I was so glad for this.
And she was like, your besties are missing. And what I was glad for is Evelyn was like, clearly the bitch still mad, and I don't care. Everybody mad. And I do not care. I think that as much as I do not love Evelyn or like her as a person in general, what I do love is her, like her, what's the word I'm looking for? Directness, for lack of a better term, of the fact that I don't give a about anything you feel.
And that's why me and Cindy
love her. That's why I love her.
Like at all. Like clearly she's mad about the dinner. Who cares? Like she does not, and it's overt. Yep. It's overt. And I feel like that's what I'm loving.
She's not being aggressive about it. She'll tell you, I don't care.
I don't care.
She's not mean. She's not nasty. She's not yelling at you.
The whole stuff about her, like Evelyn to me, since when I started watching the show, the thing I loved about her was like when she had told that girl Kenya, she was like, I've done all the stuff I said, and I've admitted to that shit. So for me, Evelyn really like is like, I really don't give a fuck how y'all believe about what y'all believe about me. The stuff that I did, I wanted to do it, and I'm okay with that part.
Me too. I liked her for the same.
Y'all
reason.
mad about it, not me.
Exactly, and I feel like that's what she's doing right now. But from what you were saying, so Deb, is like you don't like that she's doing that, but she's always done that.
No, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm saying I'm enjoying.
No,
like,
you did no, don't backpedal now.
No, I'm saying,
you
I'm
did say that.
What I said was I'm liking the wacky jackiness of what she's doing now. Like normally it's like a more direct thing, like, and I'm doing it like this. Now it's like, oh,
but
yeah,
she's done that. She
now.
said she don't care.
Huh?
She literally, when she had that ghetto party, that ghetto maxi dress review, she was like, I don't care.
Yep.
But I'm saying that there's different. So this time is very different the way she's been doing it. You know, it's like I'm doing it. This is how I'm doing it. Boom, we're done. Now it's like, yeah, I did it. Y'all deal with it, not me. Like it's like to me, it's a little bit more fun. And to me, I'm enjoying the fact that she's like wacky Jackie doing this now.
I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
So we start the tequila tasting. Cheyenne didn't come, even though Evelyn did invite her, and Cheyenne said she had no problem. But I guess she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go see other parts of Mexico."
Nobody wants to. She's not lunatic. Please go home.
Yeah. Oh God. Brooke says that she feels like she said, "Hey, I see what you're doing," and I just do not like Brooke. And I'm sorry, I don't care how y'all feel about the lady.
I understand. Go on.
I don't want anybody telling me what I should or should not feel bad about or apologize for.
Right.
And if I felt like I did, and I don't care how much you hate a person, if my part, and that's just how I was raised. Everybody bullying and you don't say nothing. It's okay for you to be like, you know what? I should have said something. I should have spoke up. I should have. And if Gloria feels like, hey, what I did to you and your daughter, that wasn't right because I wouldn't want anybody doing it to me. I don't need Brooke then coming to me saying, I don't like that you apologize to her. You should have never have done that. You're like, girl, but why? I felt how I felt about what I did, and I didn't think that it was right. Well, I'm just saying that, you know what I have going on with me and my daughter and Jackie, and I just feel like Laura in her confessionals, I don't think that they showed her saying it to Brooke, but she was like, girl, this is not the same. This is definitely not the same. So I don't want
Laura was like, I'm not here for this. This is
these are apples and beans, girl.
China, baby.
Something so different. So I don't know what you want me to do, but this is not the same thing. And Brooke's like, I enjoy Wanky Jackie, but sometimes it just gets too far and she just takes too far. So I don't think you should have apologized to her. And we'll get to this when we get to the later conversation. Anybody had any thoughts about that?
I thought that Laura was absolutely right about that. Like I haven't even been here, bitch. Like I just got here.
Right.
What you and Jake are going to has nothing to do with me. And I don't even know you. I mean, I've seen you on the season, maybe to know each other after this, that stuff that we don't know. But I think that Laura was really on point on that. Like, that has nothing to do with me.
So then we get to the tasting. They're just drinking their tequilas. I was thinking to myself, Evelyn, I don't know if you want. She said they put a scorpion in one of the drinks she drank, and she said, I'm cool with insects, animals. And I was like, too soon, girl. They said you like the new beastie. Too soon, girl. We had just learned about you and the little doggy, girl. I don't know if you should have said you was okay with animals, girl. Too soon. But this is when Jackie decides, Laura wants to have a conversation with Jackie, so she puts it to the side. And Jackie says, you know what? I've been okay with this group, but there's just a lot that's going on. And Laura's like, girl, you was a little quiet. This is not the Jackie I know. You was quiet at the dinner. And Jackie says, look, I have to try to fix a lot of these issues that I have with a lot of these people around here. And the Cheyenne stuff, I couldn't get into that because that wasn't my fight. And Laura says, well, speaking of all of these things, I heard that you and Brooke have some stuff. Why can't this just end? I'm on Jackie's side. Girl, it ain't nothing I can do. I can bore a child and give it to her in Brooklyn would be calling me names. There's nothing I can do. We have seen over and over and over again. Now, as surface as these apologies have been for Jennifer, Josh, Glorilla, I almost called the lady by her real name. Jennifer, Evelyn, Brandy, It don't matter what Jackie say to Brooke. She gonna be mad, and she always gonna be mad.
She's about her dead daughter.
Do more. You said what?
She's about her dead daughter.
I'm not saying that there's not a reason for why it is, but I think we have to stop trying to put. I don't think the onus is on Jackie anymore. I think that it really is on Brooke. Brooke has to decide that, okay, I am done being upset, or that I can get over it. Because I feel like whatever Jackie does, Brooke is not going to care about it. And I think that we're putting too much pressure on the fact that, well, Jackie, you did something heinous and you did something wrong. You need to apologize. Give her a hug. Give her all of this stuff. Jackie's like, girl, I could give her my husband. There's nothing I can give this girl.
I think that there's so many things that Jackie could attack Brooke on besides her daughter that died.
Right.
Like there's a million things.
But that's not what's at hand. What's at hand is, why can't y'all get over it?
Right.
Because you're attacking a dead daughter. Okay. So let's say this. Even when Laura came in and apologized for having a conversation with Jackie's daughter,
right,
you can see the mentality of how these women think. So then she's saying that I shouldn't have a conversation with your daughter, but you're attacking me about my daughter who's dead. To me, like at some point, something has to click for Jackie. Like, I'm going too far. Even with this Brandy stuff, it's like attack my marriage. But like,
okay, let's leave Brandy out of this.
But
what do you think that Jackie can do?
They attack each other on a dead daughter is crazy.
What do you think that Jackie can do to apologize?
She could have talked about Brooke being.
I'm not asking you what she can talk about. I'm asking, listen to the question.
Like when she's mad at her?
No, listen to the question. If they were trying to move forward, what can Jackie do to showcase to Brooke, I'm sorry?
Nothing.
The only thing that she can do, this is on my desk at work, the best apology is your actions. Jackie has apologized many times, but then she went back and then talked shit about her daughter again.
Great point.
I
said that's a great point.
That's the only thing that she can do is show the actions of, I do feel bad. I am sorry. To me, as a parent, if I was a parent, I still would never probably trust Jackie because your go-to was my daughter who died.
Wasn't all of that stuff?
I don't know if I would be able to be a friend of hers, but what I could do is like let her be in my space, knowing that she's showing that she's trying to feel sorry for it. I would just need to understand the mentality, and this is probably the Virgo in me, overthinking a lot of things. Why was my daughter who died your go-to?
Right. And I think that's always going to be Brooke's issue. And like I said earlier, Busy, you asked the question, and there's really nothing that she can do. Like literally, that was a bridge that she burned all the way to the ground. And as Deb pointed out, she kept doubling down on it. And so we have had, like a year of this. And so it doesn't matter how sincerely she comes to her, how open she is. Really, there is nothing that Jackie can do. And, me being super loyal, like, I couldn't get past it now. Like, so Deb just said and made a great point, allowing you into space, you're filming and doing all that stuff, but we're never going to have that conversation. I'll never forgive you for that. So, I mean, I feel like them being on this trip, Brooke is just taking one, on the chin and just having that lady around. And, I just feel like there isn't anything that's going to be able to repair it. And Laura, not really being in the mix for so long, she just innocently asks, like, why can't you end this? And she really can't. There's not, I mean, I would never forgive Jackie, whether we were just co-workers or not. Like, that was too much.
And so I think what's gonna frustrate me if this continues, is everyone going in on Jackie.
I don't feel like it's moving away from on her. I just feel like her and Brooke won't get that repair. So
and I'm okay with that, but I don't need everybody laying in on Jackie. Well, Jackie, you need to.
Next week it's going to be changing.
You said what?
From the previews, it like it's going to change.
It looks like she's going to argue with Jackie again.
No, they may. I mean, she kind of made peace with her on this episode, and then on the next one they have a conversation. So
I don't know.
I don't think that it's going. I think it may change because Jackie is making her round. This is normal. If you are watching LA, this is a normal Jackie season. Like, this is not something that's new.
So talk about dead daughters is not strange.
It is.
No, her going to this extent is very strange.
Okay.
But because Jackie's going to do Jackie, but like to me, the dead daughter thing was really crazy. If I was Brooke, I don't give a damn what Jackie gonna die in the hell for me. But maybe for whatever reason, this was the storyline for them. I don't. Hopefully, that's what it was.
Well, we'll see. Jennifer, while that other conversation is going on, and then Laura started calling Jackie a prostitute. Jennifer tells everyone about the conversation that she had with Jackie and that they're in a better place. And Brooke's like, okay, it looks like things may be moving with her. I don't know if I trust her, but I do love that that's happening. When they all get together, Brooke says that she's throwing a bachelorette party for Jennifer. I feel bad because it feels like only Jennifer's like, oh no, Glorilla, this is for you too. and nobody else is
I feel the same
trying
way
to do that.
Yeah.
So she's like,
I
Jackie,
love that Jennifer's doing that though.
You saw what?
I love that Jennifer's doing that though.
I mean, somebody got to.
But it kind of
she's reminding them like it is about just not just about me, it's also about Giselle.
Girl, we already had your Popeye's chicken dinner wedding.
Well,
but I feel like she wants her to experience something different. And I think since she's been on the show, like they have all trying to make her feel different. Clearly, she is not financially the way that they all are.
Well, I feel like also it kind of proves, Deb, it kind of proves the point that what Busy and I said last week was that it was that's why Jennifer got the choice of rooms. It really was about Ev and Jen, celebrating her upcoming wedding. But I thought it was very sweet for Jen because she's normally super selfish. It was normally, it was surprising that she was like, no, she's a bride too. And so I thought it was cute.
And I think that the way that she keeps on implementing that, to me, if it makes me, because I mean, I would do the same thing, but me and Jennifer are Virgos. I would do the same thing. Like, my friend just did, like, she didn't go on a honeymoon. It literally, like, she's comparing my wedding to hers. Like, I feel like Jennifer's like, no, like, girl, experience the experience. Like, you didn't go on a honeymoon. Your wife is literally going back to work after y'all got married. Enjoy this time, and it's not just for me; it's for both of us.
Right. Well,
I love that she even bought her the little tiara thing.
Not borrow, shade.
No, said bought.
Bought. Yes. You remember when you talked your best friend up from home and then talked me down? But I was never mind. Let's keep going.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So then we get to our bachelorette party.
Yay!
Everyone is showing up. Cheyenne is there because I love Jackie was like, I mean, it was cute that she invited me, but I was gonna come anyway.
I love Jackie for that.
I did laugh because I was like, that's exactly how I feel.
Because we knew she was gonna come.
We want to have the fun. We want to have the fun, and that woman doesn't fit into the fun. So I laughed out loud.
I loved it. Now I love this leather and lace theme, and
me too.
I think that as we start to do more planning and finalizing our stuff,
You're gonna do it. Now you're gonna steal that too.
Wait, what did you say?
I think I want something like this.
Wait, what did you say?
He said he wants to do that too. So let me point out the three things. So
can I plan it?
So
you're not my best man.
That doesn't mean I can help planning.
So wait. So first, Busy wanted to steal the 80s, 90s party, right?
Definitely.
And then you want to steal the beach setup where they
have the
canopy, right?
Well, I stole the wrong party, Cindy.
And so now you want to do the leather and lace and steal that too?
Okay. I think I may be ghetto like these hoes. Low budget.
So you went.
I love the
live
gifts that they got.
to leather and lace. You went from live cherubs to leather and lace.
I do. Well, this is because this is going to be.
Wait, can I say something real quick?
For me?
So, Cindy, I'm sorry about I'm cutting off. Like, it's low, so I can't really hear you sometimes when you're talking.
Oh.
Like,
I want to apologize. I really can't hear you. I can see the motion moving back here.
That's so weird. It seems like I mean I can even hear myself to a point.
That's why I keep going like this.
Oh wow! How about you, Busy? It's still super.
I can hear you, but I think I have the capabilities. Hold on. Talk, Cindy.
Okay, so what I was saying that Busy has stolen everything, so he went from live cherubs to leather and lace.
That's what I do.
And so I even did it too because for my birthday this year, I'm doing I'm an 80s, 90s party.
Oh, really? Ah!
Yes.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see photos.
You better be there. You better be there.
But I think for my bachelor party, it's gonna be like that.
It's not just me because Tiffany GC said it goes.
It goes low.
Like,
but
it goes low every once in a while.
Yeah, I can hear her. So I am still in this, and at least I'm going to send this over to my best person to see if they can incorporate.
I just want to. Can I help?
I don't think so.
So let me tell you this, and this is why I'm saying this.
I've been at a function you playing before.
No, when it comes to this type of stuff, I'm a great person for this.
I think you will be amazing at attending.
As a what?
As an attendee.
Okay, you know what?
I bet you eat it.
I
bet you eat it up as an attendee.
We're getting away from the fun.
Okay, so we get to the party. Brooke gives Jennifer a paddle. Have y'all used paddles before? Have you ever been paddled, Cindy?
No comment.
Oh, yes. So that I already know you have. So
I have, yes.
I've never used the paddle, never been paddled.
You're lying.
Not during sex.
Not during sex.
Okay. And then they played Carisha Please. I thought it was a really cute game.
Great game.
I was gonna ask them the questions, but I was like, I don't want to do that to y'all on the internet.
I thought you were gonna do that.
I was gonna do it. I wrote down all the questions. I was like,
is he gonna ask this question? So I was ready for it.
No, I didn't want to do that. Because we can't see Cindy and if she's gonna take a shot.
That's okay. I always, just so you know,
Let's do three. Let's do three.
Of their questions?
Yes.
I'll do this. If someone super chats, we'll answer their question.
And also, y'all in the chat, get y'all strings together too.
Yeah, so let's just do that. I'm not gonna ask any of their questions.
That's a good thing. I like that.
And you know, so Deb, I used to love your game nights. Maybe we could do a Carisha Please one.
I was never invited to that. I think Blue Label Confessions. We
did the first one together.
Wasn't it red before, but now they're blue.
It's always been red. Oh, Blue Label. I never said that before.
Exactly. So you know what? You have this problem with listening before, okay? But I feel like they were there, but I wasn't. So
we did the first one together, though.
I think we did.
We absolutely did.
So then from there, we'll wait. If you guys have a question that y'all want us to answer or take a shot, let us know. They got frisky, and apparently Jackie was like, I need this.
Jackie is such a weirdo. Like, I was like, I'm so glad they were like, put your phones in the bin. Like, Jackie can't just live.
They started showing themselves, and Jackie was like,
wait a minute, busy. So now you gave us grief like two weeks ago.
Who knows what Jackie recorded?
Wait, I was gonna say like 2-3 weeks ago, you gave me and Deb so much grief about they shouldn't be filming stuff.
They should not.
And then
hold on, Cindy, wait a minute, because he actually texted me about. They should
not, and I don't think that Jackie should be recorded. She's a psycho.
Asked me about phone call.
No, I put it on, and let's actually be clear about what I said and what happened. Okay, what happened was I was watching, because the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is going to be coming on,
okay,
shortly, and I was thinking to myself, all of those women band together to get Monica out because they felt like, well, we don't want to be around a woman who's recording or who's doing recording. And the Real Housewives of Atlanta, nobody liked when, they recorded you, Cynthia, and you were saying something wrong about normally the group of girls being together and said, we do not like that. We don't want to hear what was said. None of that.
Right.
That's it. It's very strange that on Basketball Wives, we are going up for the girls who were like, well, Jackie, you weren't recorded. And we heard everything, and now and then they use it against.
But they didn't record it.
And not that they recorded it, but then they're utilizing that. They're utilizing that stuff against Jackie.
But who was recording?
A person that was off the show. That's not what my point is. My point is on those other shows.
No, because British was on the show and she recorded her.
Though on the other shows, they don't like the recordings in general. So whatever was recorded, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know about it. I don't want nothing. We don't want nothing to do with that.
But Jackie was recording Brandy. She said that on the last episode.
That Jackie recorded Brandy?
Recording Brandy. Yes.
I thought Brandy said she was on a three-way.
No. When she said that to Jackie, she said, she was like, well, you're not supposed to record me. It's illegal. She said, but you were recording me to Jackie.
Oh.
I don't
Y'all
remember
missed that?
I don't remember that.
Brandy, you go back and watch the last episode. Brandy literally told Jackie that she was recording her when they were on the phone.
Oh.
That Jackie was recording Brandy.
Yes.
Well, whatever. I'm glad that they took Jackie's phone.
They took her phone. They said, look, put it in the box.
Put it in the box.
No, Brandy told that to Jackie when they were having that conversation.
Well, we're talking about yesterday's episode.
Okay. We're moving forward to back to the fun.
So what all of that stuff going on, the people making out, they tongue kissing, they licking each other's boxes. Brandy and Jackie decided to have a talk. Brandy said, look, I don't know if it's tequila or what, but I need to go talk to her right now.
Right.
And is it just me or when Jackie gets real drunk, she does this a lot?
She does it all the time.
All the time. Or
she must always be drunk.
But they said she does that when she's lying.
Or she also has her nasty ass brush and she'll brush her hair. It's
yeah. Cindy has brought this up so many times.
I hate it. Oh my god! Like if I'm eating, like I will lose my appetite when she does it, and it makes me mad because
I like.
And if I could be all the correct, Cindy hates when Jackie does it at a dinner table.
Because I'm a foodie, and so I love having my food, and it just literally.
I don't want your hair around it.
Exactly.
At all.
The fake hair. I can't do it.
So, Deb, do you want to go into this conversation? I do, because it's very sensitive. It's about Brandy.
Go ahead.
So, do you want to talk about what happened here?
So, Brandy pulls Jackie to the side to talk about the things that she said about her text message. Brandy tells her she's hurt because of the things that Jackie said. To me, I'm gonna just be honest. I feel like that Jackie took full responsibility of any of this stuff. Jackie takes accountability for allegedly.
Did or did not? Did or did not?
I don't think she took accountability for what she did.
Okay.
Jackie takes accountability for the things that Brandy heard wrong. Again, that she heard wrong. It wasn't intended to hurt her. It was Sunday trying to hurt her because she said, "My friend," it was Sunday. Brandy asked how she can say things when she's been in her corner. Her major problem, and I think for me that's where my problem was, because me and Cindy always go back and forth to this when it came to Malaysia and her. They did not want to break up with Jason because she don't do what they went through, don't do what she went through, all this stuff. So I know, and also with Jackie doesn't want divorce. So I know that what Brandy was saying was very true. Jackie says they are not just friends on the show, they are sisters, and she apologizes. When Jackie says that you're a sister, and Cindy chime in.
Yep.
I feel like this is when the fake comes in.
That's when the fake comes in, when she says, "You're my sister and I love you," because it's so fake, because then we'll have 3 episodes later she's not acting like a sister and she doesn't act like she loves her. So It's just annoying every time she says it.
Whenever she says it, I'm like, okay, now we're not being real.
Right.
Brandy forgives her and also apologizes to her. They love each other, allegedly. Brandy's going to keep her guard up, though, which she should, because she's like, I'm not going to be a fool. And to me, I just feel like when it comes to this conversation, we've had it with everybody now. I just don't trust Jackie.
Would I? Okay. Can I just say this? I don't want to. I'm not. Yeah, I know that's your girl, but is it just me? And this is so off topic, but maybe maybe it's just me. Maybe it's me, and I'm the problem. But I just I can't really take Brandy seriously when she's like chomping on that gum. It bugs me. And when
she's doing what?
When she's like chomping on gum, and she's always like snacking on gum. And I just feel like when she's in having these serious conversations, I just don't take her as seriously. I don't know. But
I never noticed that.
Okay, she does it a lot. But I feel like, I feel like what you said. I'm glad they had the chat.
But real quick, answer your question before I forget it. You know, people do that because they're nervous a lot.
It could be, yeah.
I've learned that from work, but like people chew on gum when they're nervous and they can't really they don't want to answer questions, so they focus on that more than anything else.
Right, and I hear what you're saying, but I find it so.
But you might be what you're saying might be true. I'm sorry.
Right, I was just going to say I just find it so entertaining how you always can find an excuse for any shortcoming for that woman. I just it's hilarious. But whatever, yeah. So when they're having these conversations, and yes, and maybe it could be a nervous thing. When I was a kid, I used to bite my nails until I discovered boys, and I felt like my fingers were ugly, and so I stopped. So maybe that's her thing, Maybe she's like, I don't want to bite my nails, and let me chew on some gum. But whatever. I just say, for me, I find it hard to take her seriously. But again, I just feel like they had their conversation. I'm glad they got it over with. But I also feel like the way that Busy was describing how tired he is of tiptoeing around, things with Brooke and Kayla. I feel like I'm tired. Like really, I was like, I made a note of this. I was like, I am now exhausted of hearing Brandy having the same issue, and everybody always having to.
It's the same thing y'all compare with Jason and Brandy.
Let me finish. And to apologize to this woman about the same. Like I'm tired now. Like now, I really don't care. Sorry, but not sorry.
I'm not gonna say I don't care, but I am in the same space with you guys.
Right.
When it comes to that, because it is which I did not notice you all.
You care the most,
huh? No, but I didn't realize y'all pointed out about the Brandy situation with Jason. But now, this season, it's really everybody, Evelyn's bringing up for no fucking reason. It doesn't make sense. I'm exhausted from that entire situation.
Why are we tiptoeing around for her? I'm over it. That's your.
Well, you said why the tiptoeing around what?
Why are they always tiptoeing around that in regards to her when Brandy has stuff to say and opinions to say about their relationships if they're in one? So I just am over it. I think
to me it's like you're attacking her versus talking about it.
I'm over it. I'm sorry. Busy. What are your thoughts?
I have no thoughts. I have no brain. Okay. I'm not going down this rabbit hole again.
Keep it cute.
The lady husband may be cheating on her, and I don't care who talks about it. And that's how I feel about it. But girl, I am not gonna sit here and just, oh my God, well, I didn't like you two, and you and Doug are going through me, man. Girl, shut up. Shut up.
It's just exhausting. It really is.
Because at some point you need to be like, that's what they all say.
Exactly. I agree 1,000%. I'm just over it now. I'm not, I'm trying to be sympathetic and see your point, but it doesn't irk me the way it does you so, Deb, because I just feel like they're always tiptoeing and then they always have to go back and apologize for what they know is a fact.
But you're attacking her about it though.
Okay, so what? And we all attacking everyone. When is she gonna get to the point where she's like, okay, but what else?
Thank you, Busy.
But what else? I want her to get to the point where but what else? You said what?
She's a Gemini that doesn't have that type of time.
I feel like she needs to go to therapy and work through that. And like Ev said earlier in the episode, I feel like a lot of her anger is misplaced. In fact, I said it. If you can remember,
you did. You said it many a times.
I said that many a times.
You have.
And I feel like she needs to go and work through it because at this point, I'm over the babying and tiptoeing and apologizing to her. I'm sorry.
F her and whoever her husband is sleeping with right now. So
I think the reason why I will agree with Cindy because we're over the Evelyn Hope shit too.
Right.
Like they call Evelyn Hope ever since she like,
but that's because Evelyn's not caring.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like she really like, and I have been, and so now what?
Yeah, but Brandy feeds into it, and this is what I need to, because y'all best friends or whatever. DM her and talk to her about this. How even Evelyn doesn't go back and say, "I was really hurt when you called me a hoe."
Right.
God, Evelyn don't care. Somebody need to go talk to Brandy and say,
I just think because she's still in that
telling people that this bothers you. Just move
because
forward.
She's still in that marriage.
Over a decade,
it's a little bit different.
Go get therapy and go work out your issues and stop making everything. And you know, it's like a tearjerker. It literally is like an open wound for this woman, and I'm over it. Just move on.
Because your friends are attacking you about your relationship.
So what?
I mean, that's crazy. Like if the internet doing
it's not crazy. It's not crazy. It's not crazy. Is it not crazy?
It's very crazy.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry. You're not going to attack me about my man who's lives at home with me and I sleep with him every night, all the time. When you've been sleeping with niggas all the I didn't mean to say the N-word. But you sleep with people all the time and they don't. They're not around. Like they're not affected by the stuff that you say that being said about you. But this is my marriage. This is my husband. The joke every single time.
The point is that they own it. My problem is that she won't own it.
And she does own it.
No, she won't.
No, she doesn't. Like
when is she not owned it?
When Busy just said, if she owned it, she would be like, okay, and now what?
So my husband probably sleeping with somebody right now. Now what? Now what do you have?
I don't think she feels that way.
Because she doesn't act like it. She cries every time.
I don't feel like she feels that way at all. I'm sorry. I just don't.
She doesn't have to. But if you take the power back.
I don't think that Jason is sleeping with other people right now either.
If she takes the power back, they would have nothing.
Thank you.
She gives them that.
Yep.
To me, if I was Brandy and the Virgo me, one, I'd be like Jason did, but guess what? That's still my man. And I would definitely read the hell out of these people who don't have a damn man, who cannot get one that will stay with them. And I love the women that's talking about her. Evelyn, I love you both. But like, you want to talk about my husband, who I've had who's cheated on me with over 300 women, who's still stuck with the one that loves me the most, who's the one who cannot live without me. I would definitely ride that damn wave, but I would just do it very differently. I'm just not a Gemini who can't do the things that Brandy is doing, and I hate that for her. And thank you for putting me up on her by myself, because for me, I think that Brandy's she's one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. And I feel like the way that she let them treat her, and the way that he's riding his wave with them, talking shit about her, is crazy. Brooke, to me, dating random men in 3 weeks getting married is crazy. Why are we focusing on my marriage the way we're focusing on me and Jason's marriage? To me, it doesn't make any sense. So I will stand with Brandy till I will die on this hill. I will. That's all I got to say. I would down the hill.
Because when I say something, you're going to say something else. So let me just say and get a word.
It's only because I can't really hear you.
I understand. Can I talk? I understand what you're saying, and I understand that is how you feel. What I am saying is I have a differing of opinion, and I am tired. If you're going to keep being on this show, I am so tired of hearing about this thing and having it make you cry. I feel like she should take her power back, like Busy said, and just say, and now what? She's not doing that. She's not doing that. And I feel like that is a personal issue that she needs to work through. I know that she may be, has decided to stay with that man, and they are in their relationship, and she's working towards staying with him forever, because that's all she knows. But I would love, let me just say this as a woman, I would love if she would focus on herself and go, you know what? I don't have to keep defending this behavior, I can do whatever, and so that I can improve. I think she needs to heal that hurt instead of letting them trigger her with it all of the time. That's all I'm saying, because I am tired. That's why I don't want her on the show. I'm tired of this same scenario. It's boring. Let's move on at this point. They're going to trigger her with it because they know that it's a hot topic for her. And that's what I'm telling you. I don't understand why she gets upset. And frankly, I don't understand why you get upset. She's made a choice. I would just be like, so what? I've chosen to stay with my husband, and that's it. What else do you have? It's kind of like Eb being like, okay, you can say I'm a hoe. I said what I said, and now what?
I just feel like
I wish it could come to that point.
I feel like she does a great job with it, and I know you feel very differently, but I don't feel like it's a problem to me watching her. I'm gonna always stand Brandy,
and that's the issue. We got better things to do.
Because the reason why is because Brandy, to me, is I love me some Brandy. She's a beautiful woman, and it makes sense to me. So
I know it makes sense to you, but I feel like
we're not going to play the cut me off the live thing. We're not.
Well, I was just going to say, if they're going to keep talking about it, as an audience member who is not a Brandy stan, we are tired.
But we're talking about Evelyn being called a hoe too. Like we're talking about a lot. We're talking about we were taught of Jackie's weddings every season.
But
we're taught about Brooke having a new man every time we see her. Like we're talking about a lot of things, but Brandy is the thing that we can't deal with.
Brooke is like, can I have some fun? Ev laughs at it. Jen is, in her serial, con man era. Who cares? The only one that's always crying is Brandy, and I'm tired.
But we're also talking about Jennifer dating scammer men. Like, there's a lot of things we're tired of.
I just said that,
but Cindy, my thing is this: like, why is Brandy the thing like we just can't deal with?
You make it that way.
No, we keep doing it every time. Nobody keeps on breaking up Jennifer dating scammer men. Like, that's never the attack for Jennifer.
Because she's going
to attack.
She's going to argue you down, and then you going to shut up.
Oh, baby, you got a new man every 5 weeks. Evelyn, you fuck everybody on that you've met. Like, we've never said these things. But Brandy's marriage is like the attack. Even with Jackie.
Because
baby, we're sick of going to these weddings every season. We're tired of it.
Every time. She cries about it every time. She cries about it every time. At least yesterday, on the episode.
Because they're attacking her.
Hold on. At least on the episode, she had a little fun. It wasn't about her man. She flashed her boobs. Let's move on. Like that. I think all of what we're saying is the girls in the group and as audience members,
they need to move on as a group.
Huh?
Stop attacking Brandy on her marriage, because they all have stuff we can repeat all the time. I mean, the other girl got a bottle thrown in her damn head because she brought it up like years ago. But like Brandy's relationship is like the craziest thing to me, because even when Jackie sat down and talked to her this episode, she said, "We are basketball wives." That's the show, right? So respect the name of the show, and let's move on from here. Yes, Jason cheated on Brandy. We get it. I'm sick of talking about it. Y'all say that she talks about it all the time, but we are watching a literal episode.
About it all the time.
No, Cindy, but we're watching a literal season where it's not just her talking about it.
She lets them trigger her. So what my advice is, as a mature woman,
was build stronger skin, right? I understand that.
Let me finish. Go and seek help. What it looks like to me is that she has an unhealed wound that she needs to heal, and that's all I'm saying. And then we wouldn't even have this discussion. This is like our 4th year having the same discussion.
But stronger skin.
Let me finish. They're going to attack her because that's the one thing that they can, like they were saying, jabs. And I said this weeks ago. That's the one thing that they know that they can jab that woman with, and then she will stop.
Is that fair?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if that's fair or not. This is not the game of fair.
That's my only thing. I'm a person. I want to be fair. So whatever you what you're saying, Cindy, is absolutely right. I can agree with you.
Okay.
But for me, I just feel like it's not fair.
Okay, it may not be fair, but what I'm saying is it's also not fair for her to be mean to others and them have nothing to say to her. That's not right. Why should they have to tiptoe around her when she's not tiptoeing around
Agreed.
them?
Agreed.
That's all I'm saying.
I just don't feel, I feel like it's not fair.
Okay, well, we're not going off your feelings anymore. Okay.
You've moved from the second spot to the third spot.
I had to make sure that I got her. I wanted to give the lady, her flowers. She deserved it.
I mean, I'm always want to stand on my Brandy stand.
We know, we get it.
And I'm never gonna not say how I feel because one, I feel like there's no.
We already know how you feel.
Now, can I finish what I'm saying?
You already did several times.
I'm actually saying something very different.
Oh, okay.
So,
and it better be.
What I'm saying? I feel like no one ever defends this. It's like, oh, we're tired of hearing about the recovery.
That's not true.
Guess what?
You defend her every time.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you're saying that right now.
Okay.
On the show right now, I'm sick of hearing about it because one, y'all always like, oh, she's bringing it up. Now it's not just her. And to me, I never felt that way until you brought it up to me. I'm like, okay, now we're on an episode where it's not Brandy bringing it up.
But she keeps it going.
It's the cast members.
Even if she doesn't, so Deb, she keeps it going because, like, she could have let what Ev said to her just
because she's going to defend her relationship, Cindy.
No. So
I wasn't done.
So you're never done when it comes to her. But go ahead.
I can unmute myself as well. But what I'm saying is this: she's never going to be done because it's her marriage. Like, we're not talking about her walking down the street.
No, I said you are never going to be done.
I'm not. Because, and the reason why did I tell you why before, Cindy? I've been here.
Because you can relate to her.
I've been here before.
I understand that, honey, but we're not talking about your hurt and your relationship because you have clearly moved on. You have a new love. You are moving on. What my problem is with this woman is that she cannot. She cannot.
I don't feel that way.
Understand that?
I don't feel that way.
Okay. You don't.
I feel like although y'all feel like she talks about it a lot, they also attack her with it a lot.
But so look.
And we're watching it this season.
Let's focus on this.
Even when Giselle and Brooke had to be like, that was messed up. Like it's not just Brandy.
I understand that, but okay, let's. I don't care what they say. What I'm telling you is, as a viewer. And as if I were one of the OGs as a cast member, I'm tired of talking about this and tired of tiptoeing around that with that woman. Now, I'm not saying it's right. What I'm saying is that I understand you relate, but other people have had other issues that they don't need to have dragged out for all of these times that she's been on the show. I'm just saying, like, why should she be any different? Like, if we don't want to talk about Ed being a hoe, or Jen being with scammers, or if we're Brooke talking about Kayla, why is she the only one that we can't get tired about hearing about her stuff? I'm tired of hearing about it.
I think it gets harsh on her because like her cancer is boring. The story about her being cheated on is boring. Like, what can she do that makes it okay for y'all to watch her?
Why can't she be mean to other people and they can't say anything back to that woman?
I don't feel like she wants to be a mean person.
Huh?
I don't feel like she wants. You said, why can she be mean?
Yeah, because she talks about.
I don't feel like she wants to be mean.
Okay.
So she's not allowed to be a good person.
I feel like she was when she was just like, so what are you now her mouthpiece, and so that you can't speak on your, like, she does say mean things, especially, and I'm just gonna go.
I think she says honest things.
Let me just finish. I'm just gonna dip back into last season and then right back forward. I feel like she was being really mean to Duffy and Malaysia, and yet and still
we're not going to agree on that. You know that
we're not. But what I'm saying, she was, and so she even felt like that. And I feel like that's why they kind of were like, okay, let's throw her back into this mix. But her fight can't only be to defend her dysfunctional marriage, and I'm going to call it this. And that's, nobody said that. I'm calling it that because I know what that is. She needs to get to the place of independence, and I felt like her conversation with Ev was one of those stepping stones where she was like, I don't have to be here forever. I can be more independent. You know, and I love that for her. But then we go backwards all the time because I don't feel like she has healed that wound. And you know, I understand you relate to her, but you have healed your wound enough to move forward with life. That's my point.
I just think that when it comes to Brandy, again, I feel like Brandy has been fighting a battle for years with this entire franchise. And I feel like she's been doing the best that she can do. Evelyn doesn't have to do that. If Evelyn says that Brandy stinks, it's going to run forever because she said that. So when it comes to her relationship with her marriage, to me, I feel like that's very toxic, and I feel like Brandy shouldn't have to deal with that again and again with Evelyn.
But then don't.
Like, I can see like a newcomer like Jacelle coming in and doing that.
But then don't.
But when it comes to Evelyn, it's toxic.
Then don't make it your storyline and don't bring it.
But she hasn't been this season.
She
or
did
do you feel
in the
that
past,
way?
and they're not going to let it go because she did in the past, and that's my point.
They've been asking her about it.
They weren't though. She brings it up when they don't even ask about it. And
Evelyn literally sit down there and talk to her about it. Cindy, that's not true.
She talked about it with Ev.
No.
And she didn't have to. She could have said, I'm not going to talk about my marriage.
But if that's her, okay, so if that's her experience, she shouldn't talk about it.
That's
and
her
you know what, Cindy, you know what?
Let me
check myself. Let me check myself really quick.
You asked me
because
a question,
maybe
so
because I do this, I feel this way.
Okay, let me answer the question because you asked me. If I don't want to talk about something on television or in the public, I'm either going to shut you down if you ask me about it, or I'm never going to talk about it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even if Ev came to her, it doesn't matter. Any of these women, if they came to her and said, "So are you and Jason good now?" She could say, "I'm not going to talk about my marriage."
But it's a part of her storyline. It's happening.
Then don't.
And
then
I think the thing is that they try to.
Don't get mad at the people. Don't get mad at the people or the castmates or the whatever you want to call them, friends. I don't think any of them are friends, but don't get mad at them when they bring it up because you have opened up your marriage to public consumption and to having them talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, don't talk about it.
I don't think that she doesn't want to talk about it. I don't think that the case is she doesn't want to talk about it though, Cindy.
Okay, so Deb,
I think that she's talking about because
when they were
it's a story that people have.
They were at the dinner table and they stopped from last week to this week, and Brandy herself said, I don't know if she is gonna let it.
Can we do something, Cindy? Hold on, let me pause this. Can we do something like tomorrow or something? Because I feel like this is getting long.
Okay.
So can we do something tomorrow, like have this conversation? Because I feel like this is like taking us off the show. Because I feel like there's a lot of different things that are happening here. To me, I feel like should happen because it's a part of the show as a basketball wife.
All right, so I'm going to be the referee. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to be the referee here, and we are done talking about this mess. Let's get up to something more fun, and we'll close it out, and then y'all come back to Deb's channel to figure out what's going on. Evelyn brings up this conversation that she talked about Laura's ex in the ring. Now, I know, Cindy, you started off talking about that in the beginning of the episode. What is this mess about this? Was the ring real? Was the ring fake? Does he have both of them? Did he lie? What's going on with the ring?
Yeah, so there was a real $1 million engagement ring, which was beautiful. And so Laura did not feel safe, in public wearing that ring, obviously. So she asked him to make a fake ring. And so he made the fake ring, and being the asshole that he is, he kept both. Now,
in the divorce?
Yeah.
So she got no ring.
It was a fake ring the entire time.
What did she get in the divorce?
Nothing. He didn't want to give her anything.
And he won?
No. And he won. Yeah, he won, unfortunately. And embarrassingly, so he proposed with this tiny ring to his current fiance, and she actually proposed back and gave him a ring too, which I find
girl, stand up. Stand
which I find so
stand up.
Oh my God, Busy. It was cringy. I was like, ugh. And he is not a prize. If you look him up, you don't say, oh my gosh. Like he's not a prize. And he's old.
Get it how you can, I guess.
Right. Well,
when she said that, I was like, wow, because she said that she asked for a fake one because the main one was big.
Yeah.
And then come to find out it was all fake ring the entire time.
Weird. So let's move on to the debate that we had last week. And if some of us forgot, I'm going to showcase where we were last week and what the debate was.
Oh, this is messy.
I love it.
This is messy.
We gave you time to pull this up. What I'm looking forward to is like what's happening at the bachelorette shindig where Ev and Brooke are kissing.
I thought that wasn't Evelyn, was it?
I think it was Ev and Brooke.
I thought that was Cheyenne and somebody else.
No, that was definitely Brooke, and it definitely looked like Ev.
I do not think that was the. I don't know. We got to watch that next episode.
We'll see. But I was like, what?
We were watching together last night, and I was like,
go back and look at that last clip. Go back and look.
No, I watched it 3 times last night, Cindy. I know it was Cheyenne, but I think it was. I don't.
You watched the show 3 times last night, or just the clip? Because today you were rushing to get notes.
No, that clip. We were watching together last night.
Okay,
I can see that it's Cheyenne, but who is the girl?
It's not Cheyenne. It's Brooke. And from when they walked into the spot, I noticed what Ev was.
Oh no, yeah, I thought it was Brooke and Cheyenne.
No, it's Brooke, and it looked like Ev. So
I don't think it's Evelyn.
Why?
We're gonna see.
We're gonna see.
Oh, okay. So let's do this in the chat then. So put a 1 in the chat if you think that it's Brooke and Evelyn. You're gonna prove me wrong. Put a 2 in the chat if you think that it's Cheyenne and who did I say?
You don't even know. So why are we guessing?
No,
and it's not gonna be Brooke and Cheyenne because Brooke hates Cheyenne. So I look like Ev.
But I feel like they're gonna kiss and make. I think I feel like a kiss and make up situation. That's what it is. Brooke and Cheyenne.
No.
So 2 in the chat is Brooke and Cheyenne, and then we'll pick up on the next review. You just like to prove me wrong.
And here we are on the next review.
And so I'm right again. And so I'm right again. And so I'm right again. And so I'm right as usual. Right? I'm sorry.
I feel under attack right now at this point.
Why? Nobody's attacking you.
Like we've never went back to another clip of what we've done before.
Well, we said that we were wrong in the last episode.
And I'm saying I was wrong.
We were guessing. That's great. I loved it. Thank you, Busy.
We were guessing.
and so Deb, I love you. I'm just giving you a hard time, but again, I was right.
You were right.
Yep.
But we were just
on the showcase that because you said in the next review we'll discuss it. So I wanted to make sure that I brought it back.
This person decided to pull up a whole clip of me.
Oh,
being
this
wrong
person?
It's crazy.
Wow,
it's crazy.
The girls get a man and now they call you this person. The people get a whole new man and they call you this person. I see what's going on over here. So then after that, Jennifer, which I like Drunk Jen and I want more of it.
Me too.
I love Drunk Jen.
She was like, I just want to say, to be honest, y'all, I don't know if Jennifer is a Virgo, but this definitely was so Devin his birthday party.
She's a Virgo.
I just want to say,
I did, Cindy. I did do this.
Y'all really did. You have no idea how much I appreciate you. We just been through so much back and forth.
I did this.
Child, we couldn't get that man from stopping to cry. I'm thinking, oh my God, he's crying again. Y'all just had
no lots of me though.
She started crying, started talking about Evelyn, how her Evelyn. I didn't like how the producers flashback to the point where she was throwing drinks in her face.
Right, it was so bad.
Right.
It was so bad.
I was like, I don't know if this one fits.
They should have showed like them actually being friends.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you do have to showcase where the ups and the downs were.
But I'm saying, like, if you're talking about how good of friends they were, that we've seen them not being friends.
Right.
But show the good moments of their friendship, though.
We've seen enough of that too.
That's true. So I love this one, and then I thought overall it was a great episode. So we'll see what's going to happen on the next episode. I thought this was great. I thought it was great discourse. Thank you again, Cindy, for
thank you guys
being a part of this. Girl, you took over, girl. So
I wasn't trying to take over. I was just trying to get him to see. But somebody said in the chat, and I agree with this, is that you relate to Brandy so much is that you can't really see my point. But it's fine. It's fine.
Can I just say this?
No.
I really want to. Let me
you already have.
No, I have not.
I promise you already said it.
What did I say?
I promise you already said.
Whatever
you're about to say, I promise you already said.
What did I say?
Go ahead and say it again.
No, what did I say?
Everybody, welcome to. Let's welcome to SoDeb's Soapbox. Go ahead.
What did I say? Tell me. No.
I would rather have that. So we want to. First of all, thank you so much, Cindy.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I love you guys. I'm gonna hop down. You guys can close out the show.
Love you too. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye.
All right. So Deb, let's end this out with this. What do you want to say?
I wanted to hear what you thought I was going to say.
I don't know what you were going to say, but I can guarantee you've already said it.
But tell me what you thought I was going to say.
I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know.
Don't say you know what I was going to say. If you don't know, then don't say that.
I can assume.
Well, then tell me what you want to assume I was going to say.
Something that you've already said before.
Say it.
No, I'm just.
If
that's why I assume. Can you hear me?
Then don't say that.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You're afraid of being wrong.
Can you hear me?
That's the problem.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I assume that you're going to say something that you have already said before.
What was it?
I don't know what it was.
So then don't say that then, because if you could have
Shaw said say it. She said say it. So she said say it.
She's and then
Shaw, once he says it.
She's talking to you because I said say it.
No, he says she's saying. She's talking to you.
You know what I'm gonna say, then say it.
Shaw, who are you talking to? Can you make sure you talk? Are you talking to me or are you talking to him? Because I don't know what he was going to say, but I can assume that he's going to say something that he's already said.
Then say it then.
I don't think you're understanding me, and that's okay.
Like you know what I'm going to say, then say
it. No, I feel like she says she's talking to you. Go ahead, say it.
I didn't assume what you're going to say. You said that. So why would you be talking to me?
She was the Shaw. I don't know who it's they. They said they want to hear what you're about to say. So say it. So stop arguing with me.
I'm saying to you because you know what I'm going to say.
And I said I don't know what you were going to say, but I
just said that you know what I'm going to say.
I assume. No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
I just want to go because I need to work in the morning.
Listen to
the reality is I feel like Brandy's been treated bad.
Okay.
Because people have been rotating her personal problems.
Okay.
The entire time.
Mm-hmm.
But no one else's problems have been rotated like Brandy's has been.
Right.
And to me, that's not okay.
I agree.
Evelyn has been a hoe since the day one before there was even an LA situation.
Right.
And they're not rotating that around.
Right.
Jackie has been this marriage thing that she's been having. We don't even see that anymore. So we're not watching that. Who is it? Jennifer's been on the show, which are in and out of relationships. We know this about her.
Right.
But this Brandy thing is to me is very toxic.
I'm with you.
That's what y'all was gonna say?
You said that before.
Okay.
So then tell the people where they can find you.
Y'all can find me everywhere at So Debonair. It's right here on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, or X if you go on the X. Instagram, on YouTube. I'm here every time, all the time. That's it.
You're actually not here all the time. Also, you didn't mention Facebook. We're on Facebook too.
It's So Debonair on Facebook as well.
Perfect. Oh, you little sad ting.
I kind of understand what's happening, but it's good.
That's what I tell him all the time. Y'all, if you want to know more about me and everything else I have going on, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Twitch, BusyBlu, where this is definitely streaming right now. We love doing these videos together.
We do.
We really seriously do. We'll catch you all next time. Please put your comments into the chat. Let us know how you feel, what you're thinking, whose side you're on, how you felt about the episode. Give us your ratings, give us your feedback. Like, comment, subscribe to both of our channels, and we will see you all next time.
At 6:30.
Oh, wait, when are you going live tomorrow? When are you going live tomorrow?
I will be going live tomorrow, but I'm not sure what the time is. But catch us every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our review of our Basketball Wives.
Thank you so much for that. See y'all later.